Hi, guys. I reset the whole internet. I had like an update on my laptop. Like it was a whole thing. Can you guys hear and see me okay? Can you just let me know that first? A lot better? Nice. Thanks, Mimi. Thanks, Elevate. Thanks, Punkhead. Thanks, Luvo. Thanks, Lexi. Okay, nice. See? A. Looking good, pixels are fine. Okay, nice. I just saw pixel. I'm like, not again. All right, nice. Guys, we're going to end the year together. I'm not saying I won't do content between now and the end of the year, but this reading specifically is about the energies leading up, like essentially how the energies we're leaving this 5-year 2021 in and essentially going into a 6th year. So it's essentially this bridge energy because as I was telling you guys as early as I think August, that there's this massive pivot that's occurring energetically for you. That's a reflection of a lot of the realignment that you've done within. So what I was channeling was very ironic to me that Capricorn season is actually going to mark this pivot of expansion. Capricorn season is in what, 2-3 weeks? So that's why in the reading, I was in the title, I was like, the year ain't over. Because essentially what I feel like is going to happen, some of you guys have written off 2021. You're already in 2022. You're just like, you can't anticipate much happening, or at least to the significance of which it's going to happen. Meaning there is a massive pivot that's going to occur. There's a lot that's going to happen in a short period of time. So some of you guys might think you know how 2022 is going to start for you. And this reading is kind of serving as a warning that you don't. And that's fine. But if you're stubborn headed and you swear that it needs to look a certain way and not accepting the way the universe is trying to make it look for you, you can really struggle. But essentially, there's a lot that's going to occur in the next couple of weeks. So I wanted to kind of like touch in on that. So a lot of you guys are exorcising demons, and some of you guys, the way you're experiencing it isn't like, oh, I'm an exorcist and I'm going to exorcise demons out of people. No, the way you're experiencing it is getting a really negative, outrageous response for doing nothing but trying to love and support somebody and be nice to them. When people respond really badly to your love, it's because of their own inner shadow, when not tamed, is a demon, is reacting poorly. I told you, your love exorcises demons out of people. And some of you guys aren't even consciously aware that you're exorcists. You're not even aware that your shadow work makes you really powerful and intimidating to other demons, even if you don't move in a low vibration. Why? Because your light is glaring. Your light gives availability to things that demons are keeping a secret and don't want available, don't want exposed. Your love nurtures people in ways that their own inner demon don't want to be nurtured. So when you try to take care of people, this is a simple example of spending 3 hours to cook a healthy home-cooked meal for someone who you know eats poorly, only for them to show no gratitude and almost become irritated. Or you planned a party for someone, you planned something really nice, you brought all their loved ones around, and they blow up their own party, carrying on, starting conflict, acting crazy. That love in that room is what people don't realize is exorcising the demons out of people. Do you understand? So I just feel like some of you guys are going to be made aware that your love is very powerful and impacting, but it's also a weapon. It's a weapon. Some of you guys don't use your love as a weapon, only from a lower degree. And I'm not talking about that codependent, low vibrational way of using love as a weapon, hanging love in front of somebody's face, getting people attached to your love only to pull it away from them to get your way. That's not the kind of warfare I'm talking about. I'm talking about spiritual warfare. And as light workers, your love is the weapon, and so is your sword of fucking truth. Okay? There's also this energy of entering into a new phase, which I feel like we'll probably touch on more in the new year. But I feel like for many of you, you're going to get a lot of closure in the next couple of weeks that is going to really change your availability. So it's going to make you, and I'm really getting love and romance. Okay. So some of you guys, Christmas is going to be a very emotional time. So you have no optimism about the new year starting off great, or you have no optimism about 2022 because of how it ends. 2021 ends. And for some of you, what's ending between now and the end of the year is a karmic relationship. Now it's playing out very differently for the collective. Some of you guys are with these people in December of 2021, and you will not be, and will never revisit these connections with these people in January of 2022, whether people want to believe that or not. For some of you, and this might trigger some of you, especially those of you that consider yourself part of the twin flame journey, okay? Some of you guys are going to get closure from somebody that you thought was your twin flame, would make right, would come back, sending to love yourself enough to want. Unfortunately, and I'm sorry, it's actually very fortunately, you're going to receive closure because you're going to be presented that essentially these people from the past, some of you are going to have these people come back to you over this couple of weeks. And the mind fuck is you were always hoping they would come back to you. The difference now is you just went through alignment over the past couple of months. You've aligned to your dreams, your aspirations. You've loved yourself enough to see yourself as valuable enough for what it is, or worthy enough for what it is that you want, which is true love and companionship. So many of you, that person is going to come back, and it's going to really become clear to you that they are your karmic. This is the person you've been watching tarot for years, hoping would return back to you. They're going to return back to you, but they're going to be not in alignment with you because you've ascended and healed yourself. So you're going to have this closure energy with regards to, and this is where we get fucked up thinking closure is about other people. This person isn't coming back to give you closure, collective. It seems like from what I'm tapping into is you've already got it. This person is returning back so that you confirm not just to yourself, but to the universe. You're signaling to the universe that you are done with that karmic journey and the lessons that come with it. Because for some of you, an ex is coming back to you with an ace, getting you to think that they are a reflection of your new phase in life, but they are literally handing you an ace, a new beginning to go around the same karmic cycle you've already been on. Now, for some of you, this is going to mark as closure because you're still waiting and hoping for this person. They're going to come back and they're not going to be what you hoped for. And you're going to understand what they served, and they always served as your karmic. And you watching these readings saying you're the divine feminine, they're the divine masculine, and they're the karmic, you're going to realize all three of you motherfuckers were karmic, and you're going to move on to something a little bit more divine and in alignment with who you really are. So this Christmas season and going a year because of this closure that comes in. Guys, I don't know if you can see or hear me, but I'm getting a notification saying your connection is unstable. So if it goes a little bit out, it should come back in. Yeah, there's still an internet problem. Mind you, we had like really bad weather. Yeah, it's a little choppy, but I think it's going to come back. Kenneth's like, let's go. Like, are we just starting? We're only about 10 minutes in, but I've tried this live several times. Yeah, I think we're going to get through. And guys, part of what happened was actually a channeled message. So exactly what happened with this live is actually happening to you. So you're going to experience interference. What are you going to do? Because after the second attempt, I could have just said, fuck it. I guess I'm not meant to read today. Is that what you're going to do when you experience a little bit of interference? Y'all never shout out to my cousin Asia, yo. Me and her aren't close anymore, but we used to be like sisters. And I remember it was Thanksgiving. I came out of a really bad breakup. I was really going through it. I had friends over, my sister, her kids, my friend and their kids. It was like a whole family affair. I cook. Something about me is I like to cook. And I made this whole meal, but then I had a plate of lasagna. You have to understand, I'm half Italian. Lasagna takes 2 days, okay? You have to let the sauce sit. You got to do the whole thing. You got to get the expensive ricotta. Like, it's a whole thing. And I put the Pyrex of lasagna on a burner that was on. And the whole thing exploded. Glass everywhere. Lasagna everywhere. I didn't even have a scratch on me, and the thing exploded in my face. And I'm sick. So I immediately, I'm like, you guys all have to go home now. I'm done with Thanksgiving. You guys all have to go home. Nobody obviously listens to me because I'm very emotional. So everybody just kind of started trying to clean and like do all that. And I go out into the car, like I leave everybody inside and I go out into the car to like smoke and like wallow in my misfortune and like how this is just how it works out for me. And I see my sister walk out of the house with her stroller. She's got like a 4-month-old baby. And she walks out with the stroller and she looks at me. She's like, "You're going to let the devil rock you?" This bitch fucking took her fucking kid. Okay. And November, it's cold in Canada, bundled her ass up, bundled up her babies and went to fucking No Frills and got let's just say we had lasagna for Thanksgiving. And that always taught me, what are you going to do? Are you going to let the devil rock you? Not today. And here we are. So anyways, just a story. Because I genuinely, after the third one, I'm like, oh, this is a whole channeled message. And the divine was laughing at me being like, yeah. I'm like, it's a lot. They're like, we know. I love the divine. Whatever has to get the point across. So one of those things is that I was getting in the Patreon as well, that many of you guys over Christmas, so some of you guys, Christmas is actually going to be a very happy time for you. And the reason why is because something that you were prompted or you were challenged to give up on, that you didn't give up on, you're going to experience why you didn't. You're going to be so grateful. You're going to feel really empowered, being like, yo, the devil tried to knock me down how many times and I didn't give up, and look, I got what I want. Right? So yeah, there was that. But let's pray, guys. I feel like we need to pray with all this interference, put a little bit more frankincense on the burn. As I mentioned in one of the other attempts, tis the season, guys. Frankincense, myrrh, essential oils, essential oil bracelets. We've got burners, we've got charcoals, we've got kits. We just launched added the new black hajari. So the hajari family, which comes from Oman, we now have black, red, and green. And I read to you guys that that's the Pan American flag, and that those colors mean something to our tribe. So anyways, that's available. We've got the new winter solstice, which is now up and available, which has the large jar of the black hajari, occulta, and fariana. Okay. But yeah, you guys can go to www.cleancut.ca for that. And then for daily and weekly content, you guys can still go to Patreon. Okay. And for those on Patreon, thank you for being patient with me. I didn't post for the whole week. And then just kind of uploaded a bunch of content. But thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning. And thank you for connecting me with the collective every day. Right now, please allow me to communicate clearly with the collective, all the messages that are our greatest good, surrounding our material abundance, sustenance, the relationships closest to us, our personal ascension and development, and any other messages that you deem worthy at this time. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, for everything you do for me and the collective on a regular. All the healing energy, the support, the love, the guidance, and the protection. We are nothing without it, and we are nothing without you. So glory to Most High forever and ever. Amen. Somebody's going to apologize to you for putting you in a third party. I don't even think they're going to try to reconcile with you. Somebody just wants to apologize to you for something that they did. It could be disclosing personal information of you to somebody else, like feeling like they broke your trust, they broke your loyalty, they shared something with you that you shared it to them in confidence and then went and told somebody else. So somebody wants to apologize for that. It could actually be a romantic partner that wants to put you, like apologizing for putting you in a third party. So some of you guys are going to get closure because your partner is going to admit that you are involved in a third party. And essentially you're going to bring closure into yourself by saying, thanks for admitting what I already know, but I'm off this and I'm done. Some of you guys are going to wrap up a cycle of unrequited love and being in third party situations because you're going to say no to somebody that you know is unavailable, whether you have proof that they're in another relationship or not. If somebody is unavailable, there's a third party, whether it's a human, an addiction, it doesn't even work. It doesn't matter. You're looking for availability, collective. That's what you're looking for when it comes to love and romance, especially. I'm also getting this like vision. So I'm looking at someone, I'm looking at collective, and you're looking at the past. And all of a sudden, there's a tap on your shoulder, and you look back, and it's your future tapping you on your shoulder. There's a new beginning tapping you on your shoulder. It's getting your attention. But what's interesting is the minute you look back, which is actually really forward. So this is the divine's telling me that a lot of you guys are facing the past. You're still looking for the past to fulfill you. You can't accept the past for what it is. So you're still trying to change it. You're not in acceptance. You're still yearning for past experiences because you don't have hope in better experiences in the future. A new beginning is going to tap you and get you to turn around, and then you're going to move your body forward. So that's what I'm saying. You think you're facing forward. The divine is telling you you're facing your past. And then you're going to have a new beginning, which is a reflection of your future, tap you on the back. You're going to look back. Ooh. Yeah, but that's so tricky. How am I supposed to explain that without mind fucking them? It's a bit of a mind fuck because like the divine, the way I just channeled that, like some of you guys might be actually really confused. Because if it's romantic and you have some of you guys have a romantic option. This is a brand new person and you're entertaining dealing with them and being in a relationship with them. You don't know them. They're brand new. You have no history with this person. Someone from your past is actually a reflection of this new energy, and the new person in your life is actually a reflection of the old karmic energy. So that's why I'm like, I don't want to say that. That's going to mind fuck these people, but you're going to use your own discernment. The point is there's this Bordeaux. Your past and your future are staring you down. Your past and your future are yelling to get your attention. Your past and your future are going, what do you resonate with? Do you resonate with me or do you resonate with me? This could be in the form of two jobs. This could be in the form of romantic partners. This could be in the form of like opportunities to make lifestyle changes. You're just in between your past and your future. And I honestly believe that much of next year is going to be dependent on this because some of you next year is going to feel very familiar because you're going to choose the past, even if it's in the form of a brand new beginning. I don't know how the past and the future is presenting itself to you, collective, is what I'm saying. You're going to have to use discernment. You know how your old karmic timeline feels. You also know how your new timeline feels because this is another message that I was getting. Many of you guys are energetically tapping into what is coming towards you or who is coming towards you. And it's triggering you and it's affecting you. So it's not so much this empathy, meaning you are telepathically connecting to the person or the opportunity, meaning I can see it. Some of you guys are, but what I'm channeling is that your new beginnings are affecting you already. So if this is romance, you're connected with the person that you're about to go through a new romantic phase with already, triggering And you're going, well, if something so good is coming towards me, then why the fuck do I feel like this? Because it's light. What's coming towards you is love, and it's light. And I told you, love and light exorcises demons out of people, including you, collective. So some of you guys are going to actually do a lot of inner shadow work in your new timelines because of what the love that is embedded in your new timeline exercises out of you. So this is you sabotaging. This is you nitpicking. This is you acting out in your own karmic energy. Okay. I totally lost track of what I was saying. I hate when that happens. I know it's channeling, but I also know it's the pot. Hi, Hourglass. Hey, Sistren, my bitchy, all my bitches, witches. We'll see you guys on Friday. We're doing another 3 of Cups. I think it's at my house. It's at our house this week. So, yes. And Jazz, we have to still chat about which other part we still have to have a quick chat. But yeah, you guys can look forward to the same day, same time, but it'll be on it'll be in our house, in Angel Gang's house, and then we'll go back to the G's, and then we go back to the A1s. A. Hey Raymond. Hey Whitney. We had Desi's house. Yes. All right. So yeah, I want some of you guys to, because this year, so collectively, I don't think you're going to anticipate what's coming towards you or what's going to happen between now and the end of the year. Fuck the end of the year, between now and Capricorn season. Because Jupiter, the planet of expansion, Sagittarius energy, the season we're in, comes into union with Capricorn season, meaning we were feeling a lot of restrictive karmic energy in Sagittarius season. And then what's the polarity of restricted energy? It's expansion. So come Capricorn season, the expansion is going to be out of this world. And that is going to be very triggering for you because there is no external blockages anymore. And you fucking swore that the universe was stopping you. You swore that it was all these external reasons why you couldn't move forward to your fucking dreams and to your happiness and to your manifestations. What the fuck are you going to say to Jupiter, who goes, I took all the blockages away. You have full expansion. You have more opportunities than you can imagine. You have all of this shit. And I used an example on the fucking Patreon of like, you guys feeling restricted by Saturn, meaning, you know, I want to have a good time, or I want to make money. I want to have love and friends and all this shit. You swore it was Saturn stopping you from doing that. Saturn tried to trigger you and show you what within stops you from. Then Jupiter comes around and gives you all kinds of friends and romantic partners and money. And you're locked in your fucking house still. You ignore your friends' calls. You don't let these men or these women, these new romantic partners hit you up. You're just sitting there. But you swore it was Saturn's fault. And Saturn didn't like that and made you fucking accountable by triggering the dog shit out of you. Putting that karmic mirror in front of your fucking face. And some of us still didn't get it. Oh, Jupiter will get the fucking point across, because the law of polarity, when it comes to the universal laws, the law of polarity states that opposites are identical in nature and just different in degree. So that means Saturn, the way Saturn can trigger you, so can Jupiter. They just have different ways of going about it. Jupiter will expand you past your fucking imagination, have you clammed up there going, I don't know. And then and Jupiter will do the same. Squeeze your ass and lock your ass up so fucking tight that you get what I'm saying? Then there was also this energy of like the collective being like a newborn baby. And when you think, some of you guys are pregnant, which is why it's coming in this way. But some of you guys, it's almost like it's the caterpillar in the cocoon and the baby in the womb. And on Mama D's channel, we did the womb chakra messages. And essentially what I'm seeing, it's coming in both ways, but it's that uncomfortable phase you get when you've outgrown a space. You guys have outgrown a space. I'm not saying the space is bad. I'm just saying you've outgrown it and it's uncomfortable now. There's no room. This is about expansion, because what does the butterfly do? The butterfly bursts out of the cocoon and flies. That's Jupiter energy. What does the baby do? The baby pushes out of the vagina and bursts out into the universe. That's Jupiter expansion energy. So many of you guys are not feeling the expansion. It's because you're still the butterfly, but in the cocoon that hasn't burst out yet. You're a full cooked baby, 10 months old, but you're still in the belly. So that's when the mom's like, oh my God, I can't. Well, the baby's like that too. Like, Jesus, like your ribs, your organs are in the way. Like, I got to get the fuck out. Right? So I feel like for many of you, come January, you're the butterfly out of the cocoon and you're the baby out of the crotch. Okay? But remember, what does a baby do when they're first born? They're in shock and they start screaming. So there's a little bit of that bewildered feeling. And I also feel like there's a lot of anxiety that many of you are going to experience that second and third week of December. Some of you, it's related to the holidays. You guys, I've read for you guys several winters in a row. I know that a lot of you guys get very triggered because of losses you experienced or people that you have to come in contact with around the holidays that you usually would never talk to. So some of you, that's the anxiety, but for others of you, the anxiety that you're feeling is actually this massive shift that occurs. Because like the example I gave you, when it comes to these relationships and the closure that I feel many of you are going to get, it makes you available in a way that you don't understand you were not available. Because many of you know you're not available because you're with your karmic or you were with your karmic. Some of you guys, though, thought you were available because you were single. How could you be available if the divine is saying there's this moment of closure that occurs? You're still hoping. Something isn't over. There is no closure if you're still hoping, yearning, praying. So this is what I'm saying. Like, it's like you're going to leave the year. If this comes into you romantically, you're going to leave the year feeling like just you've had enough, the disappointment. Because you're going to feel really disappointed if anyone from the past comes back and you realize they haven't ascended and they're the same old, and that they're willing to put you through what they already did. That's going to hurt you. It's going to disappoint you. It's going to really get you to come out of, it's going to get you to detach somebody to do that for you. That's funny to me. That's funny to me. Good luck with that. But what's cool is that essentially you guys go into this available space. So you get this harsh closure. You're not even thinking about love. You're not even thinking about future romance. But you don't even know that you are available now for future romance because you weren't, because you were still tethered to someone else's soul in the perks that come from these beautiful soul connections. But your heart is still tethered to a karmic tie. This is somebody who didn't show you real love. They used, they abused. If anything, they attacked. Your karmics, and the karmic energy attacks your institution of love that your ancestors are trying to get you to reincarnate right here on earth. That's what they did. That's what your karmics do. Your faith and optimism in true love is what's really steering these ships in that I'm tapping into. You have no idea that the polarity you'll experience in the month prior. So whenever this occurs for you, it's there's this sense of immediate. So this is entering into a relationship really quickly after this moment of closure. But some of you are waiting for somebody to come back and give you this closure. But you can create it in yourself if you want to, if you receive the truth, if you trust your intuition, if you truly love yourself and believe you deserve better. I know it's a little bit different. I know I'm here in the tarot community and I get a lot of slack. I know people think I'm fucked up for that because I'm out here essentially, counseling you opposite to how a lot of other readers are counseling you. And I'm not telling you they're wrong. it showed up. Some of you guys are going to reconnect with somebody from your past, but to me, it doesn't matter, because if they're in a new energy, they aren't the person from the past. They're this motherfucker now. But for most of you, you're going to get closure. So even what your relationship with the tarot community and readers and all that shit is going to change, because you're not going to be looking for people to tell you about when this person from the past is going to suffer enough and understand and regret what they did to you. And that's because many of you guys are focused on judgment, justice energy in the wrong way. But we've already talked about that. That justice needs to be something that is for you, not for somebody else. Not about what somebody else deserves. What do you deserve? And many of you guys are going to get it. But something has got to give. The universe is going to make room for what you want in your life. So many of you guys are being triggered really badly with anything that interferes with what's coming towards you. Jupiter is a huge planet. It's almost like I'm just seeing all this darkness, low vibrational energy scrambling as Jupiter gets closer and closer and closer to you, because Jupiter's bright. So many of you guys are just triggered, not in a good energy, lashing out. There's no advice I have for you. You guys are all awakened. You guys know what to do. Don't relinquish faith. Tame your inner shadow. When your shadow's lashing out at you and you're feeling not in a good space or withdrawing, what do? You ask them what's wrong. You guys don't take time to go within and ask yourself what's wrong with you. You project it onto other people. Well, that's what's wrong with me. It's because they did this and they said that and that and that and that and that and that. There's no control. There's no real support. No accountability. And like I posted in the community board, if you don't do the shadow work, you've got a demon inside you, which of course you can only see in other people. Oh, they're evil and they're evil. But a bitch like me who does shadow work, I can find the evil in anybody. No different than my higher self can find the God in anybody. Not the God, the divine in anybody, because God is both. Anyways, let's carry on. It got a little dark there. Is she wearing Skims? I don't know what Skims is. All right, let's pull some Lenormand. Hell no, she ain't. What is Skims? Skims, what is that? Anyways. The Kardashians? Fire for that. Oh, Lexi. Oh, Lexi. You're in the wrong live, honey. We don't wear Skims. I got this from Stitches, Walmart. Walmart has these puffy fucking things. No, I'm not gonna go there. You guys are all laughing because you guys already know how I feel about the fucking Kardashians. Fire for that. Ooh, the first card out is the Four of Wands. And it's funny, it was in reverse, but I didn't even think twice to put it upright. So anyways, let's see what this is about. I knew this was about union energy, romance, relationships closest to you. It also has to do with your stability as well. Some of you guys are just, yeah, there's a crossroads. So you're leaving a foundation behind. This is a very pivotal month. December and January is all full of 10s and 1s. And what's in between an ace and a 10? It's the 0. It's the Fool. You need to take leaps of faith to end karmic cycles no differently than you need to take leaps of faith for the past 2 weeks. A lot of you guys are getting laid off. Are you going to let your ego stop you from thinking it's a good thing? Because if your ego gets involved, you'll just end up in a similar job or a similar environment, and you'll just end up at this point again. Some of you need to acknowledge that you're not sad because it's not a bad thing. A lot of us use career as a way to like gain confidence in social environments. feel it's like a way of showing up. Who are you? I'm a VP of HR. I mean, like, what are you? Like, are you spiritual? Like, you know what I mean? Like, people just lead with the career. And I just feel like a lot of you guys are entering into a new phase. So that was another energy, a new phase and a new stage that you guys are entering in. And for many of you, it's going to be career. Many of you guys are literally going to be let go like a week before Christmas and really feel like this is something bad that's happened to you, or it's a bad omen about the new year. And it's the opposite. That energy was interfering in this new space. It's like I've been getting these energies over the last week, really just trying to understand and process them. But it just, I don't think anything will prepare you for how quickly this is going to occur. I don't, and I think the only thing that is preparing you is the divine triggering you preemptively. Some of you, your future partner's love is already exercising demons out of you because you guys are in such filthy fucking moods. Some of you guys are in filthy moods. You have bad attitudes, and this person that is coming toward already affecting them. You guys are already connected with somebody that you're going to come into physical union with. And what's interesting is that it's going to resonate. I'm getting that notification saying the connection is unstable again. Whatever. Whoever's here to get the message will get it. And yeah. And why it's coming out is because you weren't planning on it. There's an opportunity. Some of you guys could be kicked out of your house. Your lease is up. Your partner could end up being kicked out of their house, or there's a need to leave. For some of you, your house gets flooded and you end up staying at this new partner that you're with. It actually brings in this living situation a lot sooner than you had planned to. So what I'm getting is this unanticipated need to relocate. Then we've got the 10 of Cups. What's this 10 of Cups about? It's a sudden ending to what? Yeah, some of you guys got betrayed by it. Some of you guys are going to find out that one of your parents betrayed you. And it's like a precipice, essentially. Find out about somebody who's betrayed you, like the truth. Think about why, because your higher self already knows they betrayed you, and your higher self doesn't care how. Your higher self just sees it as an L and is ready to move on. I'm getting at this is about making you aware of a betrayal you didn't know occurred. You're going to find out somebody betrayed you, and I feel like it's a family member. It could be a dad. And then we've got the King of Cups and the 6 of Wands. The 4 of Swords. Somebody's going to recognize that they hurt you. But this is in retrospect because we have the 3. And the 6 of Wands speaks of recognition. Somebody is recognized that they hurt you. And that's very affecting to this person because somebody really didn't think they hurt you. Some of you guys, when you came out of union with somebody, or it doesn't even have to be out of union, it's almost like you guys really know how to put on a poker face. Nobody knew how impacted you were about something. So that's why this is actually quite beautiful that somebody's acknowledging that they hurt you, because this isn't something you said, oh, you hurt me, or something you went and cried to people about. You really took it on the chin and held it within. It's you that is actually getting this recognition. This could be the closure. This could be a new beginning. I'm not really sure what comes of it, but it is recognizing. The King of Cups has recognized through his connection or her connection to the Creator that they hurt somebody. This person did not mean, the King of Cups does not mean to hurt you. This is somebody who is intelligent, emotionally. This could be you collective being like that. I don't want Now that I know I made somebody feel like that, or I can understand where I might have hurt somebody, because for some of you, somebody ghosted you and you don't really know why. They ghosted you because you hurt their feelings and they just didn't communicate to you that they were hurt. But some of you guys reflect and you're like, why did they ghost me? Or why did they just disappear? Why did they stop calling me? You're going to actually download, it's because you hurt them. So what are you going to do now that you're aware that you hurt somebody? Do you clear it up? Do you bring healing? Do you acknowledge that? You know? So there's that. Yeah, the Seven of Swords, that's a betrayal. And then we've got the Queen of Cups. So this could be somebody's parents. So some of you guys, your parents together betrayed you. It wasn't just one, it was both of them. They both lied to you about something you should know. This could be lying to you about who is your biological father. Some of you are going to literally find out this Christmas that your father isn't your biological one. For some of you, you could find out that your parents are getting a divorce. Some of you guys could find out that your parents negatively got involved in your own custody agreement with your children and your children's parent. You feel like your parents interfered at the cost of you. Like they got involved and made it worse for you. So you feel betrayed by them. Meanwhile, your parents are supposed to come in and help make it better. You feel like your parents come in and make it worse. So this is somebody who feels very betrayed by their own parents. Now, if this is regarding a current relationship, like a romantic relationship, the birds are in reverse. This is a secret. The King and Queen of Cups have a secret. There's a secret. So this leads to an energy that I was tapping into about tension. The tension is thick. It's palpable. The reason why this tension energy is mounting up is because people are avoiding having a very important conversation to discuss certain things. So it's just tension being built up. So for some of you, your father cheated on your mother and your mother's keeping it a secret. So is your father. They're not talking about it, but you can feel the tension and you have no idea why your parents have this kind of tension. For some of you, it's you. You're really feeling stressed about the holidays because you're not in a good place with your partner. And it's like going to all of these events and the pleasantries seems really like hard. Some of you don't even know if you and your partner are going to make it to the fucking holidays. So for some of you, your friends and family might be really shocked when you show up to the holidays alone. They didn't see this coming. They don't know that you're at a crossroads and that you've let a relationship go because you've recognized that this isn't where you want to be. I'm feeling like there's a secret here. This could be two people dating in secret. So you guys could have started a relationship and chose not to like do anything with your partner for the holidays. Like not do anything, meaning you're not going to involve your partner with your family for the holidays. But you're together. You started this new relationship. You guys are starting to love each other. You're intimate, all of that, but you're not ready to let your friends and family know about this. And I feel like both of you are trying to protect your partner from bringing each other into your family too soon. I feel one person feels that more than the other. Both people agree, okay, we're not going to go to each other's family for the holiday. We'll do our own thing and then we'll meet back. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to just move off of that. What else? The Nine of Wands. Somebody could be telling you not to give up on a toxic relationship because you have a newborn baby or you have a small child, or this could be somebody who wants to leave their toxic partner, but what's holding them back is a really small child. This could be somebody who left their partner. You and your partner have a small child and people are gossiping about that. People are gossiping about a relationship that didn't make it because there's like a small child involved. Somebody could be questioning the paternity of a child. I feel like somebody's going to other people and going, I don't know. And it could be in private. I don't know if this kid is mine. Somebody's questioning the paternity. I'm getting a masculine is going to other people because he doesn't see himself in this child. He doesn't feel like this child is his. It's not that he doesn't love the child or even take care of the child. He doesn't feel like it's his. So he's going to talk to other people. For others of you, this is a feminine who's going to other people asking for a way to get out. It's almost like this woman wants to flee with her child without the masculine knowing. It's like she feels like she needs to be safe. So she wants to leave with her child, but she's asking for help of other people. Maybe like, I'm going to leave abruptly. Can I stay at yours? Or my partner doesn't know where you live. Can I just stay there until I get on my feet? I'm about to leave my marriage, leave my relationship. I'm about to pack up my kid and go. So there just seems to be quite a bit happening around this this holiday season. I think the holidays are the last thing you're really going to be thinking about, to be honest. Okay. But we're going to pull one card from this, and then we're going to read that out of the book to hone in on a particular energy. And this is the energy that the collective is leaving 2021 5-year and going in to 2022 the 6th year. Okay. Just a one card. Is it still frozen? And I guys, I appreciate you guys always letting me know and validating how much I help you, but just know every single reader you watch and you send loving energy to and you write positive comments and affirmations to, it impacts us. It impacts us. It fuels us. It validates us in ways our own fucking kin don't validate us. Do you guys know that? Especially those of you in this tarot community. Forget all the other bloggers on YouTube. Just talk about the tarot community. You give tarot readers validation they went their whole life without getting. So just as much, it's the law of karma. It's cause and effect. What you put out there, you get back. And we love and we support you guys and we do the best we can, but we get it back. It's definitely over here. Angel gang gang. Ooh. Oh my God. The 8 of fucking wands. But look at that picture. Eugene is fucking sick. So right away, there's a masculine who's talking to me right now. Shout out to our masculines in the collective. There's a masculine who is deathly afraid of his baby mother. This woman lacks Empress energy. So she might go on like she's an Empress because she's got this kid sucking on her tit. But the fact of the matter is the Empress is compassionate, nurturing, can develop and grow anything or anyone. This feminine doesn't have that. She lacks nurturing. So this is a masculine who had to learn the hard way that feminine energy isn't a look. Doesn't matter how long your extensions are, how big your tits are, how fat your ass is. That doesn't make you a fucking Empress. Ooh-wee. Got hard for him. It got real hard for him. But now look, now he's scaling the walls, trying to get the fuck on out of there, eh? What masculine is this? Put your hand up. Put your hand up. Ooh-wee. Eugene Vaninsky's the hardest out. Look at that fucking card, yo. You don't have to be a tarot reader to know what the fuck this card's trying to say. We're gonna read it from the book. I know him. Raquel, I know him. Oh, we all know a motherfucker like this and a bitch like this too. But all jokes aside, there's a masculine who's going to find a way out because this karmic energy is creating an illusion that there isn't a way out. And then look at divine masculine. Oh, I bet your ass there's a way out. Divine masculine, don't fucking kill me. You said there isn't a way out? I bet you I'll find one, bitch. Get out of the way. And this bitch is fucking losing her goddamn mind, being like, how the fuck did he find that way out? He visits me in my dreams, fam. I hope it's not this motherfucker. Listen, this motherfucker ain't visiting none of you in your fucking dreams. I'll tell you that right now. This nigga's ducking and dodging from this scary asshole over here. We're going to wrap up the reading. Too much profanity is being sprung around. There's too much devil energy in the collective. I need to stay even keeled. Oh, you're hollering, Kay? Oh, yeah. So is that fool. You're yelling? So are these two idiots. Oh, I love my job. Let's read this from the book. A visitor in my dreams. Some of you, the visitor is the motherfucker you're about to come into union with. That's why you're going to feel like you know them, because you two motherfuckers have been smashing in the ethers. You two motherfuckers have been cultivating multi-million-dollar business ideas in the ethers. So when you have that first initial meetup, it's going to be like, oh, I already knew you, because you guys do. Shout out to the higher self. All right, let's read this. The 8 of Wands. That was funny. Oh, fuck. That was fucking funny. All right, let's read this. A young woman from an old but poor family wanted to find her happiness. She had been taught its concept by her mothers and nannies at home. They also taught her how to spin and embroider well, run a good house, and control her husband. The woman was diligent and skillful. She could go to a big city, become a courtier of a noble lady, see the world, show herself off, marry a man of status, maybe even for love. The lady was attractive and ambitious, but not courageous and of little intelligence. Stop it! Don't ask Eugene Vaninsky what he thinks about the karmic. The lady was attractive, ambitious, but not courageous and of little intelligence. She did not take long to marry an easygoing, hardworking man who loved her. She bore him a child, ran the household, and kept her husband away, always in sight, making him work hard to provide for his family so he wouldn't have time to look at other women. And so she lived, seeing only that what was near and not wanting to know what was around. Her husband was working strenuously. Gradually, his love for his wife withered away like a flower that does not bloom on stones. The story always repeats. Happiness does not need close supervision. Happiness needs knowledge. The card combines the values of the Justice trump number 8, the numerology of the number 8, and the value of the wand suit, the general meaning. Preoccupation, the number 8, with short-term goals, the trump number 8, without a long-term perspective, the wand suit. Compulsion, number 8, to act, the wand suit. Immutability of rules, changes in a limited range of actions. Work, moving up the career ladder exclusively according to established rules. Tactical actions in the absence of strategic planning. Barriers to success, expanding international contacts within the framework of strictly defined needs and interests. Overcoming difficult situations and achieving understandable goals. Money, reevaluation, inventory of property. Small fluctuations in income, preference for small but close earnings, avoidance of long-term investments and promising large profits. Persons and feelings, tension in the relationship, total control of the partner, the possibility of small changes in communication without expanding contacts and outside interests, following predetermined paths, and domestic violence. Advice, organize your thoughts and actions, consolidate, try to turn the rules to your advantage. The reversed meaning, tension and difficult situations, obstacles in work, opposition, strike, unwillingness to perform simple work duties, inability to repay debts, relationship fatigue, need to concentrate on necessary actions. Thank you, Aisha. Thank you, everyone who donates. You guys spoil me too much. Now, we also were getting the judgment energy quite a bit. Okay? Just want to see if it comes out. And so I looked up a meaning for the judgment card. And because these tarot cards, especially the major arcana, have tons of different meanings. And what I got when I looked up for judgment was this card is referred to in a way for dynamic new beginnings. This is exactly the energy that I'm tapping into today. This is what prompted me to come in and do this reading for you. Even though the judgment card didn't show up, Okay. Just know, collective, that if you're pulling a lot of judgment energy, that's why. It's this absolute end that I'm tapping into. Call it closure, call it what you want, but it's really over. So the nature of what you want to hear from readings is going to change, because that old story, it's done. There is no yearning for the past to be recreated. You guys have done the soul work to accept your past for what it is and align yourself for the optimism you have about your fucking future. And it doesn't matter if anyone from the past comes back and is a part of your future, you go know it because you're in alignment. Then it won't matter if you knew this person or not. It doesn't matter. It's not the same person as the past, and neither are you. So don't get so caught up about that. Look forward always. And guys, so we're going to wrap up this reading, but these came out. Thank you, Alicia. These came out. The Emperor, Temperance, and the Six of Cups. So when it came to this energy here, the masculine isn't waiting around. He's not being patient. This masculine was trying to be patient. And the divine was like, well, if you want a way out, you're going to have to make that happen. And we're actually, this person, this masculine realized the divine was being patient with them. This is somebody who is not going to wait anymore to leave relationships that aren't for them behind. This is the Six of Cups. Or to pursue what it is that they want. So the masculine energy in the collective, whether male or female, that was holding up this process, isn't holding up this process anymore. And if you're so one-dimensional that you only look at this masculine energy and you listen to readings and you don't apply it to your own masculine energy, you're probably going to get an ace that's a reflection of the karmic cycle you've already been on, so you can learn this. You get me? So there's no more, there's expansion. And the only delay, and like I'm saying to you guys, mark my fucking words, when Jupiter expands your ass, you're going to realize how karmic you are. Because there's nothing externally to make excuses for why you won't take the actions you need to take and why you aren't open to receive what you need to and what's for you. There's nothing and no one externally to blame. That's going to be you're going to have the karmic version of you isolated in you. There's no one to blame. Because you have limited opportunity. You've got love, you've got friends, you've got money, you've got opportunities for business, you've got creative opportunities, but why are you still stuck? Saturn's like, don't even look at me and try to say it's me, fool. Jupiter has you now. Because I'm telling you right now, Saturn tried to show us and trigger to us everything that made it impossible for Jupiter to expand us. Some of you guys didn't get the point, but you will when Jupiter expands you and then goes, what's wrong? What happened? You wanted this and you wanted this. Here it is. I give it all to you. Why are you still clammed up? Let me stop. Yeah, you guys I fucking love you guys. Over, under, and inner stand my bumba clot little ass. I have a tendency to act like Four of Pence. I know, don't we all? Not the ego call. I love you guys, all right? Anyways, this was like an impromptu, just decided to come on and just do some reading, download some energies for you guys. But I'm sure I'll be back before the end of the year. There's just so much going on. There's a plethora of energies to tap into and things that are playing out in you guys' life. And there's a lot of action. And for those of you that just don't resonate with that, you will be back going, what the fuck happened? That was Jupiter. Told you Jupiter was going to expand your ass. And it was all good in theory. Everybody wants to be expanded by Jupiter in theory until Jupiter takes your ass and fucking flings you into a whole new life and you're just clammed up like a cold fucking, let me stop. All right. Please be back before a year. that struggle during the holiday time. Like I tap into you guys. Like some of you guys really have a hard time. Some of you guys have the best time. You guys just eat, chill with family. But some of you guys really struggle. And we'll be here together. We can struggle together. We'll listen to music. You know, we'll pull cards. We'll fuck around a little bit. It'll be fun. All right. But until then, beautiful people, keep letting your inner angels live. And if you're struggling to do that, it's because you're not doing the shadow work to tame your inner shadow. And a lot of people around you who refuse to do the shadow work, they're being attacked by their own inner demon. They're attacking themselves. They're attacking others. It's because their shadow hasn't been G-checked by your higher self yet. Make your higher self put your fucking shadow in its place. Make your fucking feminine energy nurture and be compassionate. Make your masculine energy create boundaries. And let your inner child get the playful energy out of your miserable ass fucking shadow. Because if anyone's going to make your shadow not a miserable cunt, it's your fucking inner child. Okay? Anyways. And I don't want to hear anything about cunt. Okay? People get real, especially white people get real worked up with the word cunt. Well, I think nigger, spick, and chink is a lot worse. Okay? Anyways, we're done. Love you. Bye, guys.